Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. I'm naturally Nitty, also known as Jessica, or reverse that. And this is episode 257.
And I'm Alina, also known as Sternit, and today is February 28th. This is our probably monthly now podcast. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back.
So grab knitting and a chair and craft along with us. I
So,
have a mojo.
you have mojo? You're wearing. That's awesome. It looks great.
It needs block, so it's like, because there's garter stitch right here.
Yeah.
But I was able to get full sleeves. Yeah, I'm excited and it fits pretty well. And I'm actually pretty warm with it on right now. So
That's cool.
I
When it starts heating up.
believe this was like 14 ounces of fiber that I did a mashup from Atomic Fiber Company.
Yeah.
And I think I spun it like 2 years ago. But I really like it. The only thing that kind of bugs me is you can totally tell where the sleeves, like I didn't like account for that when spinning it. I just did like a full gradient, but I don't mind it. I think it's great and I like it.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
And I finished before the end of the month, so
That's amazing.
I can actually hand it in for a class. And I apologize, my voice is kind of wonky. It's better today. I kind of lost it yesterday. I don't know why, but I feel good.
That time of year.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of mojo as well.
Okay.
Not as awesome as that. I finally sewed the buttons on this baby onesie.
Cute.
They're little teddy bears. I don't know if you can see that.
I think you need to introduce who's here with us today.
Oh, yes. So Madison has some mojo. Had a little baby. This is Aspen. He's sleeping and drooling on me right now. So I finished this for him. It's like one of those mandala, Lion Brand mandalas, so it does the gradient itself. And I had bought, for whatever reason, I had bought two skeins of it. And so I have a ton of it left over. So I started knitting one of these ear flap hats right after he was born because he was pretty small. And it was like the newborn size, but I guess my gauge was off. And it was too big. So I went down 10 stitches and I got this one. And it's still too big on him.
Such a baby.
His garter is just bigger. Well, it fits him now, but so when we first brought him home, it was not fitting him because they lose weight at first.
Yeah.
So then I knit this little gnome hat, no pattern. I just made it up, and this fit him. And it's like a 3x1 rib, and this fits him. I have to turn this one in yet. This one I already turned in, but they fit him. This one fits him. This is a Pearl Soho ear flap hat.
That's cute.
So yeah, so those are things that I finished for Aspen.
He's so sweet. I actually made him a sweater as well. Let me see if I
Oh,
have a picture.
Madison, come get the baby and bring Jessica's sweater. I'll show it.
Luckily you sent me a picture of it. I need to turn that in. It's huge on him, but whatever.
Yeah, well, he was 7 pounds, 8 ounces when he was born. So I'm going to hand him off to his mom, and I'll show you his sweater.
Hi, Aspen.
He's totally sweet.
He's like, I'm just sleeping and hanging out. Like the best life. The baby life.
Here is the sweater that Jessica knit.
And that's just some hand spun, and I wanted to make it for him because his name makes me think green.
And sweet, yeah.
Getting green things.
So yeah, but we wore it like he had his like 2-day checkup or whatever they do to make sure they're gaining weight right at the beginning. And it was like on the coldest day. So we like bundled him up. We put him in like a onesie, like a sleeper. And then we put this over him and we covered him up. And then the next appointment he had at like a week and a half, pretty much. Or maybe it was 2 weeks. It was also a cold day. So Madison put him in this sweater.
Which is the 5-hour baby sweater.
Yeah.
The normal one has like eyelets on it, and it's like for a girl, but that's like the boy version. But it really is a quick
Yeah.
knit.
It looks really cute on him. I wish sweaters knit for adults were that quick.
I think we could do it. I say I've
You could probably. I'm just a slow knitter.
I
We
I've
have like
given up on caring what I look like. I'm like, this isn't very like, I don't know, trendy or on fashion, but I'm like,
I don't need to be
I don't
trendy.
care. I
I
like it, and I'm
have a lot of yardage,
um
and I'm a slow knitter. So those are all my mojos. Oh no, just kidding. I have one more mojo. I just finished it today.
that's so cute. I just saw that
So
on it.
we are going to um, a birthday party for some people that we met here. They have their baby is turning 1,
Mhm.
and so I found this dinosaur roar book at um, Walmart, and I was like, I think I'll make this little dinosaur toy pattern, which is a pattern that I wrote like years ago, back when I had my blog because it's linked in there. Anyways, um, but I just quick made it, and I'm gonna give it with the book because I like to give books. So yeah, I finished that. I need to turn this in and this hat in. The baby onesie was a detention, and this was for protection, one of those classes. So I
Um,
have 2 other classes, or maybe it was the blue class. I forget now.
I don't even think I've read classes because my computer
Yeah,
was like completely out of commission for like, I don't even know, like a couple weeks. It finally just got it back. Well, I got it back, and then it still wasn't. It wouldn't connect to the internet. Like I could not use it, and I felt so stupid. But I took it back, and now it finally works again.
so
I
maybe they knocked something off and then they fixed it.
I don't know. It kept like popping up some message about like I forget, like some connector thing on the inside, like that connects it to the internet was like acting funky. And I was like, if this does that again, I'm just gonna buy a stupid like cheap Chromebook from Walmart because I'm so sick of
Yeah, not having a
stupid
computer.
computer issues. Anyway,
I'm using my old computer, not even my normal one. I need to take mine in.
it's such a pain.
It is.
But yeah, oh, so I haven't read classes. Plus we haven't done planning podcasts this month, which is like a first. Well, I think we didn't do it last month either. But I used to know what things were because of that, and now I like
It was kind of like we were trying not to do them because we weren't sure if anyone was watching them. But
right.
I kind of miss doing them.
We
Do you
could
miss
pick them
doing
up
them?
again. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't read them.
Yeah, so maybe we should.
So maybe we should. Yeah, I agree. But yeah,
So yeah. So works in progresses. Do you have any works in progresses?
I just picked up this shawl that I started, I don't know, months ago. Not hitchhiker. What is it again? You know it.
Magrathea? Oh, Trillion.
Trillion. Thank you. I like never know what it is. Um, it's like my purse because I just finished this like half hour ago. I just wove in the ends.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to start anything new because I'll wait till the 1st of March. But yeah, so I'm just working on this for now. I'll shove it in my purse. It'll be my purse project for the next few days. Um, yeah, this is out of some of my hand spun, actually some of my legs that I spun on a drop spindle, and it took me like 2 years to make. So maybe this will take me like 2 years to knit since I'm not doing it all in 1 month. Because that's how those things go. If you don't finish it in 1 month for a class, it just drags on forever.
Unless you get in on the detention owl and the detention order mission.
I never have. I just never have my stuff together to.
Well, and I think a lot of times you finish your stuff, and I don't.
I have a few things that need to be finished, like that Hermione sweater. I've reknit those sleeves. I think I'm on the 3rd, if not 4th time that I need to reknit the sleeves so I can wear it.
I was thinking about mine the other day, and I was pondering like reknitting it. I don't know.
I have a few sweaters that I need to either repurpose or maybe try and cut and like reseam or something because they just don't fit well anymore. Or I just need to knit new sweaters, which I could be okay with as well.
Yeah, that's
sorry.
all right. So works in progress. So you have your trillion. Anything else?
No, sorry. I like totally like.
It's okay. We're totally like gonna be longer, I think, today because we haven't podcasted in probably a month. Yeah. So I have, like I was talking, my detention owl. I am working on that currently. I'm not sure if I'm even going to get 50%. If I don't, I'm going to withdraw my owl.
Okay.
I'm going to measure it tonight and see if I'm like anywhere close because I have been knitting on it, but I don't think I am. And if I'm not close to my 50%, I'm just going to withdraw my owl and then put this blanket to the side because I need to focus on other things that I'm knitting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
So I'm still working very slowly, like haphazardly, I would say, on a baby blanket for the Slytherin Sunshine Committee, which I'm so bad about that because they surprised us and sent Madison a blanket. Like
I know.
I'm in charge of it and doing that, and like they sent it because
I knew about it and I kept hush hush. Actually,
I think that's super
yours is on yours. Carrie,
Mom of Peg, Carrie Walden.
sorry, yes, like message me. I think like when you first announced that Medicine was pregnant and was like, we need to do this.
Yeah.
She's like, let me know if she finds out or if is she planning on finding out if it's boy or girl and blah blah blah. And, so yeah,
Awesome.
Slytherins rock.
It is. It's totally awesome. So I'm also doing the order mission. So I finished the back of Andy's vest, which I've been working on. It was an old order mission that I've been working on for a while now. And so the order missions, like you can revisit certain order missions that you never finished. So I have started on, it's tangled in my carry around bag right now because I have 2 projects in there. So I started on the ribbing for it, and it's really hard to see because it's a dark, like coffee black, like coffee brown. It seriously looks like coffee beans. Anyways, so it's just a 1x1 ribbing. I have to do it for about 1.5 inches. It's about 1 inch right now, and then I do the broken rib or mistake rib. It's broken rib pattern for the front side, and then I have to do the other side. So that's my order mission. And I'm also, I don't have this in my notes, but I'm going to put it in the notes before I post to our website. I started these baby socks because like when Aston was born, we realized we didn't have any baby socks and it was cold and we didn't have any booties or anything. So, since then someone brought us some baby socks and booties, but, I started knitting these baby socks. And it's kind of hard to see because the yarn I'm just using some like a yarnlet that I had. I actually pulled it out of my blanket scraps. And it's basically just a sock from toe up, but it's like garter ridge right here, and it looks really cute. I'll link it in I forget what the pattern is called. I'll link it in the show notes. I'll look it up real quick. But I just thought it was really cute, and I was going to make him like little socks to wear over his things, but it's starting to warm up now, so I'm like, whatever. But for a while there,
if he needs anything else knit, because
yeah. Well, for a while there, our heater wasn't working, so we would get up in the morning and it was like 57 degrees in the house. They're called Piddly toe-up socks, baby socks. And let's see.
Oh, those are cute. They're
like garter ridge on the top of the sock. So I thought they would like stay and be nice and squishy. By Pradaka Handspun Art is who's by. But I'll link to them in the show notes. But I have other booties that I want to knit too. Like I have like booties that I've knit before I have the pattern actually downloaded into my knitting app, row counter app, and so I can show you the pattern. Oh, I undownloaded it because I had to choose what I wanted in there, and I had the dino in there instead. But anyways, so yeah, there's so much that I like want to, but like I've been working on my order mission in Owl, and I think if I'm not going to give my Owl, I might just withdraw it and then put it to the side so I can work on the other stuff and finish that stuff. If that makes sense.
It does. You're like so on top of things. I feel silly because I don't even have an owl or an order mission to work on.
Yeah. So you have another work in progress that says you a hat, or was that from last time?
No, that was well. I didn't update our notes at all.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll update it and delete that then. Anyways, okay. So any spinning? I can go because I'm not really spinning. I'm spinning on that Cormo still. I'm on the second bobbin, and there's no way that I'm going to finish that bobbin and a whole third bobbin to do and ply by tomorrow. But you know, it'll be a detention project. Just ongoing.
I have not spun anything this month, which is really sad.
That is sad. Whenever I don't spin, I miss it.
We were just so busy.
Yeah, it's been a little crazy.
Like all the basketball games and all the cheer competition. That's why I got so much knitting done on this because this I just took with me everywhere and like knit all the time on it.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, so no spinning, no weaving, no sewing.
Me either. I have been sewing, but we don't have that as a part anymore. Binging.
I have been binging some with the kids. Let's see. We finished up Find Me in Paris.
We never that. I couldn't handle it. Too much inconsistency.
We took like a few months break and then like
yeah,
I don't know, started watching it again. Yeah.
Some of those shows you just get so bored with.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like that's a little better than some of the Disney shows out there, though, that I really hate. So I encouraged it more so. So Leah, and I and Joe sometimes have been watching The Office, just at night, just her and us, or just me and her, whatever. Like not with the other kids. But we finished all those seasons. Um, And then we started up just her and I watching Northern Rescue on
Oh, that's good.
is it Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. There's only one season though. Yeah. I really wish I could live in an old aquarium. I think that looks like fun. I'm trying to think what else we've been watching. There's something else and I just can't think about it. By myself, I'm watching Blind Spot, which I think I talked about one other time. FBI stuff. She has tattoos all over her body and doesn't have a memory, but I'm on like season 3, so she like knows now what's going on, and it's just part of the FBI now. It's pretty good if you like that kind of thing. Oh, and I'm
right, because I think I watched one episode of that and then we got rid of Hulu.
Oh, yeah, it is on Hulu. But it's pretty good. I think there's 4 seasons total. It's a not old show, but it's an older show. And then I finally got caught up on 911, which I had like 5 or so. I think there was like a longer break, and then I just hadn't like watched like the next set of them or whatever.
Yeah.
So I watched those, and then where it like stops at Christmas time, I think.
Yeah, and then they started the Texas one with Rob Lowe.
Okay, is that connected with it? I know it says like.
Well, it's like a fire and rescue.
911 Lone Star or something.
Yeah, and okay. I've actually been watching it. Pretty
is it good?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm caught up with 911, and then I've also been staying current with Station 19 and Grey's Anatomy that comes out weekly. So I've been keeping up with that. Sorry. I think that's about it. There's some other show. Oh, we've watched a few more Lost in Space. Oh no, I think we got how many seasons of Lost in Space are there on
2, I think.
Netflix?
2.
I can't remember if we've seen it all or not. I think we did. I don't know. I think that's it. There's so many shows like we can watch this with this kid and this kid, and then I'm watching this with other kids without one of them getting mad at like
Yeah.
not being able to see something. But now that like they don't have all the sports going on, maybe we can watch stuff together again. Not that that's all we do, but
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we just watched last night a show, not a show, a movie called So Be It on, I think it was on Hulu. But Leah said she listened to this audiobook like a bunch of times. I don't know if it was last year or sixth grade or something, or maybe seventh grade. I don't know. But she listened to it on audiobook a bunch and she loved it. So there was a movie made from it. So we watched it last night. It was cute.
I like movies from both. Even when they destroy them, I like them.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
It was
I
pretty good.
I have been watching a lot of shows, like a lot. So I'm caught up and waiting for like The Masked Singer, the Lone Star 911. I have a few to catch up on a Supernatural, but I'm pretty much on the same season. The Walking Dead, Doctor Who, The Magicians, and Nancy Drew. The Magicians, I actually have to watch a couple to catch up, but yeah. And so for binging, we've been watching NCIS or Star Trek and Gilmore Girls with the girls with Bella. And then I started rewatching the first season of Altered Carbon because Altered Carbon
Okay.
because the second season came out, and it's really good.
I haven't thought about watching Gilmore Girls with the kids.
Yeah, so I've been watching that with, I think probably just the girls would like it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. But I finished watching with both girls this show called Chef Line. It's so good, and it makes me so hungry for food. But it's really cool. It's like home cooks go up against like the chef line, and then each time they're like judged on what they make, and it's like a blind judge. It's really an interesting show, and it's really nice because some of those cooking shows they're like cutthroat. This one isn't so much. Like they're really nice to each other, which is really nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, and they do like all different cuisines. Like there was Italian, there was Chinese. Was there Chinese? Pretty sure there was. No, maybe it was Asian. But then there was also Vietnamese. I don't know, but they had all different like kinds of food, and it was just really cool because they would have like a restaurant that cooked that kind of food. I think they had a Greek week, and then they would just go against people who like grew up with that food or really cooked that food a lot, and it was just really cool to watch.
That sounds cool.
And come to find out, Sydney, because it's an Australian show and they have really cool accents, Sydney is the place to go for all the different ethnic foods, I guess, because they have like a restaurant of everything there, is what it seems like.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that was really cool one. And then I watched this really badly dubbed Korean show called Ghost Bride. It was so interesting and so kind of cool to watch. So I liked that. And then Madison and I came in when Madison was watching this Love is Blind show on Netflix. It's like a reality show, and it's all everyone's talking about. And so I went back to watch the first couple of episodes because I started maybe in the middle of the third. And then we watched it through to the end, and they just released the very last episode on Thursday. So we watched that, and it's crazy. But the whole time, and I was like, I'm not sure if I want to watch it. But then I started watching it with Madison, and it's like a reality show, so you totally are sucked in. the whole time though, I was like, this would be a true experiment if the people weren't like all models, like because they all were like so like good looking. I'm like, how are you having problems finding someone to date? Like really. But yeah, but it was interesting. And then I'm sure there's more, but that's about where I'm at.
That's a good amount.
Yeah. Oh, but I have been reading. So I finally finished Half Off Ragnarok, which is encrypted um, two, three. And then I finished Pocket Apocalypse, which was encrypted 4. And then I started reading Monster High, only because, not only, because I had read it before, but I really like those dolls, the Monster High dolls.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, I'll just read the books and see what they're like. So, because I have them on audiobook.
You're reading an adult?
I know, isn't that weird?
Been against it for like the past 5 years.
I know. Well, part of the reason is because my computer is broken, and it's on my iPod, and I can't like update it. But I just downloaded some books from Audible onto this computer, so I can do that. But I'm like, I might as well like finish this book and get through it. And I kind of wanted like a light book. Yeah. Not that the encrypted books weren't like light, but
I'm not judging. I just think it's funny because you're always like, I can't do this, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is true. But I thought I would try it and see, because I really do like the dolls.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the cheesy cartoon movies that they have. So yeah. Anyway,
that's awesome.
So that's where I'm at book-wise. Mainly also because they were on my thing. Because I think I took a road trip when I uploaded to the iPod before my computer crashed with Bella, and I was like, if we want to listen to this,
oh yeah, that makes sense.
And then I don't think we ended up listening to it. So, and it's on my iPod, and I don't have to look it up. Anyways, so yeah. But so randomness.
Basketball season for both Chloe and Truman are over. Leah had her final cheer competition last Saturday, and we have like nothing scheduled for tomorrow, which like makes me utterly happy.
That is so fun.
I know, which is sad, but true. Like I'm just so tired of just running around all over the place. So
yeah, it gets obnoxious.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what else to say.
Well, I already showed you part of my randomness, the baby.
Oh,
our lives have been a little crazy with the baby.
Yeah, totally.
And I've been working a lot, and I should be sewing. You can see I have been behind me. Yeah. So, yeah.
My scale that I use, well, I have one that I use that like is not a digital scale, but I also had one. But I bought a new scale, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I am like so excited by it, and it's shiny and it's kind of dirty because of my hands. But it does all sorts of units, and I'm excited by it, so I wanted to show it off.
Oh, that's cool.
I also participated in a Instagram drawing giveaway.
And did you win?
I did.
Not fair. I never win, and I always tag you because I figure your good luck might.
From RH Lindsay Company. It's actually where I get my wool that I dye and stuff for my Rolex and stuff. But it's like a sample pack. So this one is, what's all the different stuff? Scoured churro, dehaired churro, primitive wool, domestic rambouillet.
So is that like a livestock conservancy one?
No.
No. The churro is, and
no, but it's actually I don't know. I was thinking of I know it's all kind of different, but I think this is like the Spanish origins pack. It was that, or there was another one that was like I think just more random, but it had some like nylon and stuff in it. And I was like, I'll just take the, oh no, it had, I think alpaca and it had something that I wasn't thrilled about. So I was like, I'll take this one. And then there's just a local crossbred carded silver, and then merino off-white carded silver, which is like not the color. I think it's just like the way the carder does it. It's like a thinner. It's not your typical roving that you get from, I'll say, Etsy dyer. See how it's kind of thinner and wispier.
Yeah.
But it's really nice. I haven't spun this, but this prep is really nice and easy to spin. It doesn't need to be pre-drafted or anything. Carded silver is that is. So I'm pretty sure it's just the prep. I don't know what I'm trying to say. My brain isn't walking. This is really soft. What is this? This is the merino carded silver. And then there's just a local gray carded silver. So like they just get a bunch of wool from all over and they kind of lump the different colors together and some. So this is the gray stuff, which isn't really gray. It's like oatmeal, I'll call it.
That's cool.
But yeah, fun stuff. So I have all that. But I was thinking, I don't even know how much each of these weigh. I don't know if it has like a combined weight. I don't know. Anyways, but I was thinking of spinning all little samples and then making like a gradient or like a, I don't know, some type of shawl, scarf thing out of it all just to showcase it. All the different kinds. So yeah. But no, for that one, you just had to like, you could either share their giveaway picture or talk about stuff that you've been spinning or dyeing with the stuff that you've bought from them previously. So I did it a few times. So I have an even the hat a couple times.
That's cool though.
Yeah. So I won that. So I was excited.
So I never win those things.
I was really surprised I did. So it was cool.
Maybe
I'm trying to think. I don't think I have much else going on.
I went to the Midwest Fiber Frolic in Milwaukee. That was a couple of weeks ago, maybe the 14th or the 13th, whatever that weekend was, in the middle of February. And it's a smaller one. It's at the Crown Plaza in Milwaukee by the airport. So there was like maybe 10 or 12 vendors there. And it's just a small like get together. I guess they have classes and a lot of people go and stay overnight and then they just like hang out and knit. And I like went to check it out and see what it was. So while we were there, Black Cat Fibers was there. They are based out of Milwaukee. And Bella picked up this yarn. Ooh, wait, which way did I go? This one. It's called Eye of Sauron. It's really cool. And she wound it up because she wants me to knit her socks. So she got this yarn and I will knit her socks. And then I was there and I was talking to the two leading men fiber arts. And they have like patterns and yarn and stuff. Here. That's who they are. But I got this pattern. Wait.
I've seen that. That's cool.
There we go. So it's called For Fox's Sake. I have to scratch off the code and put it in Ravelry. But I was thinking I would use some hand spun. Let's see what colors to knit this. But I looked on Ravelry first to see if anyone had made it into a cardigan because I'm at that stage in life where I need to have layers and I need to take things on and off. So cardigans are the way to go for me. So I got that.
That's easy enough. Just cut it and put a button band or a zipper on it.
Yeah. But I was just looking to see if someone had done the math. So while we were there, Madison for Christmas, Madison got a pattern, a shawl pattern. Like I got her one. But she was at the Leading Men's Fiber Arts, and she actually started it already. So she bought some yarn from Leading Men Fiber Arts. These fluorescent colors, they're great. So there's this green, like a lime green, not lime, like a gelato green, if that makes sense, and this bright fluorescent pink.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm like holding it to the wrong section. So she's been knitting the sweater. She also took my unicorn bag. So she's been knitting this shawl.
That's awesome.
So, you know, because you have a lot of downtime when you're, what's the name? Oh, the name of the colorways are Double Your Pleasure, which I think is the pink one.
No, that's the green one.
Oh, that's the green one. And then this one's called Prom Queen. The pink one's Prom Queen.
Very nice.
So that's from Leading Men Fiber. But I thought I would show that because we didn't buy a bunch, but it's always fun to share the things you get.
It is.
But, yeah, that's all I bought. Just the pattern. Bella bought the yarn herself because she wanted it. And I was like, you could knit it yourself. And she was like, no, I think you need to knit it. I'm like, well, then you need to buy the yarn because I'm not buying it. So she bought it.
That's funny.
So not tomorrow, the 1st, which is Saturday, I'll be starting a pair of socks. And hopefully I can knit them in a month. I used to, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, so we're done quicker than I thought. So we'll probably next week podcast we'll go through and do
Classes.
March is starting my busy month because I have Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet. So, and then right after that I have Yarn Con, so I should be doing a lot of sewing.
It's exciting.
So yeah. But anyways, we'll see you guys in a week or two, and it'll be a planning podcast again. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.